kids have to see you live the legacy.
That's right.
Oh yeah, you better.
You gotta live the legacy.
So I ended up selling drugs, and I was paying the bills. I was taking care of my brother.
I'm excited. I know parents are excited. You're sending me.
Are you sure that you heard me when I was talking to you, Lord? Because in order for me to be able to submit.
I can't even see. My stuff so lagged back.
I can't. I don't see you or hear you.
You see me now?
I don't see you.
So sad. I don't know what's going on my side. I don't know. I cannot tell you.
I don't see you or hear you. Give us a minute, guys. Let's see.
I try. I don't know what's going on. Let me call my cousin. Tell me so she can tell me what she see on her end.
Yes, I see you both.
You see both of us? She said yes, she see us both. You might not see me, but she said, who can you see?
I see Vina, I see Yvonne, I hear you.
I love you. I love you. Look, I knew I called my cousin because she on here. Hello, welcome. Let me get myself together. Hit me up, Cindy, if anything don't go right on your side. You know, I'm trying this new virtual thing. So, you know, this look cute. Thank you, cousin. Okay. Well, welcome. Look, somebody calling me on my phone. How do you call me?
I don't see you or hear you.
I'm sorry, but they hear you.
Okay.
I can see you. Can you see me? You can't hear me? Wait, hold on. Oh my God. It's something going. Look, is she holding her chin? I don't know what to tell you how to do this. I have no idea. What I'm going to do is we're going to log out and we're going to have to come back in. Hold on. She's saying okay. Wait, let me see. Okay, so they saying they see us. Okay, so they say they see both of us. I mean, I'm not understanding. See, this is always what's in the back. I just don't understand. We be working hard back here. We be trying so hard to get it together, and then all of a sudden,
there you go.
You hear me now, Hear me now, baby.
The devil is a lie.
The devil is a lie. You see my little virtual background? Can you see it? Hi, look.
I love it.
Hey, welcome to another segment of Early Morning Coffee with Marvina and Yvonne. Look, it's making it all static. Look at that. Well, will we give a voice to the voiceless and we let you say whatever is on your mind? Every time we look around, there's always something going on. This internet stuff, this Wi-Fi stuff, and we are so determined to get this.
That's right.
We're so determined, man. I don't even know how y'all wouldn't even know right now. I had to literally switch computers, switch out from laptop in a few seconds just so we can get on here and do what we love in our heart. I be having some issues.
That's right.
I be having some issues, boy. I be like, why am I doing this? I can't do this. You probably be like looking at me. I be screaming. Y'all don't know. I be back here screaming because I want it, but it seems like every time I look around, it be something else, man. But I'm gonna keep pressing.
Something trying to hold us back.
Yeah, man. And I keep my cousin Cindy, she on here. That lady right there, she be pushing me, boy. She be telling me, she be like, the enemy, Vina. You gotta know the warfare, Vina. You gotta pay attention, Vina.
Yes,
And I'm
yes.
like, when you're not used to it, you just got to continue to have somebody in your ear because it be coming strong, man. They be coming to me strong. And lately it's like, teach me what to do, please, But anyway, enough about me. In my cup this morning, I have some coffee. Can you see it? Can y'all see it? Okay, in this cup, I have the
Yes, ma'am.
way back here. Well, in this cup, I have some coffee. Now, I'm staying where I'm staying. So downstairs, they had some coffee. So I went downstairs and got some coffee downstairs. And it's pretty good.
Is it? Okay.
Know what the flavor. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what type of coffee it is. The flavor is French vanilla and original. I put both of them together today and a lot of sugar so I can get myself up and at it because I'm gonna tell you right now, I need this. I need this caffeine. BFF. BFF.
Good morning.
Thank God for BFF. Good morning, BFF. Go ahead, girl.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm gonna tell you something. I am prayed up for the both of us. You hear what I say? The enemy has no victory here. Every time we get ready to go live, everything will be going well. We'll be online. We will test it because I've had people say, "Well, why don't you guys do a test, or something?" We do, and everything is fine. Then when we go live, some of the things happen, but so is life. So is life.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you about my morning this morning. Not only do we have trouble, I am so tacky today. And anybody that knows me know that I'm not a tacky type person.
Yeah.
I couldn't find stuff to match nothing, so I got on a Adidas short with a Charlie Brown peanut T-shirt. But you know what? No. If I have to leave, I said, Lord, thank you for allowing me to have clothes. If I got to leave my house like this today, then that's how I'm going to leave my house like this today. It is okay. I said, did it be the first time in 50-something years that I have been tacky. But okay, I'll take it.
It's not tacky. It's just everything don't match or what don't say the same thing. That's what she called tacky.
Yes,
Or,
I don't do that.
or
I have a thing about that.
If the jeans have the color print, it has to have a color print. The shirt has to have that print of that.
Yes, ma'am.
That's the type that. So what we might say is she is some. Wait, which way is it? This way.
If I'm rocking Nike, it's gonna be Nike all the way through. I'm not gonna do Nike and some Puma tennis shoes. It's just not me. I just can't do it.
That's you. Anyway, girl.
But this morning, you're gonna be surprised. I'm drinking some 8 o'clock coffee with, of course, my alternative sweetener, some equal, and some sugar-free International Delight French vanilla.
Wow.
Can you believe it? It is. It's actually, like I said, I'm broadening my horizon, stepping away from the hazelnut for a minute. Because sometimes you just get so stuck to that. It start to get to the point where it just tastes old. It's not the same. So I said, let me try something different. And so I had the caramel macchiato in zero sugar, and that was good. And the French vanilla was actually good.
That's good. Ew.
Drinking one of your favorite. Drinking one of your favorite flavors.
Girl, you know what? I've been bugging out this week, because there's so much stuff going on. It's like every time you look around, there's something. You got the elections coming up, and you got the family issues coming up, and you got work, and you got children because school done started. There's so much stuff going on. So, we was trying to figure out a way of talking about stuff, and I kept saying this gossiping, and my BFF, they ain't no gossip. Gossip ain't a good word. To me, it is. I mean, and we sometimes bear the difference. I feel like when you talking about something that is not really proven or whatever, it's gossip. And she says the same thing, and it is proven, but it's not proven because of course, law says you can't say someone is guilty until it's proven. So we decided we was going to talk about a few things this morning, and I let my BFF really pull out the topics because, to be honest with you,
Ooh.
I'm so tired of these people.
Well, same here. Same here. Same.
I am so I need a vacation. And I don't know if I'm this many years old. Okay, y'all. I'm this many years old. Kyle gone, take me away. I am so ready to get I need somewhere to go. I am so
It's
yeah.
coming.
Yeah, yeah. So let's go ahead on. You said you had some topics you wanted to talk about. So let's go ahead on and let's talk about this first topic. The first topic
Okay.
we talked about was, oh God,
Yeah. Why do people get upset when you have a difference of opinion
come on now.
regarding politics and religion?
Oh, come on now. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now I'll tell you, I have five sisters plus my mom, and sometimes we get into these conversations as it relates to religion. And so I'm gonna touch base on this one. Last week I went to church with my mom. I took my mom back to our church, the church that I grew up in, and um, I did get a little antsy. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it. It was beautiful. I haven't been there probably in about 12 or 14, probably about 12, 14 years. And I know my mother was very happy, and people, of course, they recognized us and everything, and so it was more like a home going. When you go to the country and you had those celebrations where all the family comes together. So it was beautiful. It was beautiful. But I'm gonna tell you something. It's a Baptist church. Um, about 12:20. I'm looking around. I start getting a little antsy. And I'm like, whoo, well, we be walking out the door. About 10 more minutes, we'll be walking out, we were walking out the door.
I know Baptist church.
No, so by the time we left and everything, it was probably about 1:30.
That's still good.
Yeah, 1:30 going on 2. It was actually like 1:30 going on 2 o'clock, and then we had to stand back and wait for the rain. And so my mom and I, we got into this conversation about the differences between our church in Bethlehem. And she was like, oh, well, I prefer Bethlehem, whatever, whatever, whatever. And I said, okay, mommy, to each his own. I said, don't get me wrong. I love the church. And I said, I love the singing. I love the singing over here. And she got a little offended. And she was like, well, you grew up in this church, so I don't understand how that the other church is a little bit. I said, because mom, we get the singing, we get the word of God in, we get our praise and worship on, and then we're gone. And we back, and then we preparing to come back next week when y'all still sitting in there and y'all hadn't even
Collecting tithes and offering.
Yes, and that was the other thing. That was the other thing. So
I mean,
now,
to each his own. Let me say this because I
yeah,
myself was raised in a Baptist church. Um, you know, I have no problems with any nationality as far as where you pray, the God of your understanding. Is sometimes the way we form these type of Baptists and non-denominations and this and that. All of them different. They vary. So of course, you're gonna like something in one and one in another. You ain't gonna
yeah,
find. You're not going to. And just because your mama and your daddy raised you as a
yeah,
Baptist
yeah.
does not mean that you going to always be in a Baptist church because God
Oh
leads
yeah, you have to remain in that denomination.
that denomination. It doesn't
Yeah.
make no, it doesn't make sense. I've known people that was raised in church and and changed their whole became Muslims. It's
Hmm.
not a thing of where my mom was or where my father or any of my parents or ancestors is where I need to be, and what I like, you know.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
I do love about my church is we don't collect 12 offerings, and we, we
I
don't
said,
collect
oh wait a
offerings
minute,
for
hold
the
on. I said,
building fund. And let me tell you something. Whatever we're doing, you should see that the church is immaculate. It's you see where
yeah,
all of it's going. And we're
yeah.
not waiting 20 years to see things working
The
out.
manifestation of it, yeah.
And I
Because I was like, I was like, oh Lord, here come the plate. So you burst scrambling to try and grab something, put something in there, then here come the we gotta, walk around dropping money in the basket. So I get it, but and she was like, and then the she likes the word strong and hard.
right
I like the way
teach
Pastor Garmin, yeah.
teach
So,
me
so I just looked at it. I said, Mommy, don't get upset. I said, what? You know what? We're both serving the same God. That
exactly.
makes it beautiful. And
Yes,
then I have a sister that when she interprets the word, she sees and hears something one way. When
right,
I interpret the word, I see and hear it one way. And I'm
right,
pretty sure other people are like that, but I don't get offended or upset with people when they interpret it their way, because I feel like the word applies itself to whatever's going on in your life in that moment in time. So
right.
there's always a scripture in there to fit something that you're dealing with. But I don't get offended, and but boy, whew, one of my sisters, boy, she gonna get offended. So I've always wondered about that. Why do people, and in politics, that's a
Well,
whole
I
different
mean,
can of worms.
as far as religion and and even politics, people take it personal because sometimes it's history. There are learned behaviors with it. It take it
I
sometimes so
like that. Okay. I
yeah,
take that. Yeah.
sometimes so personal that they'll fight. They'll get, that's one reason why I was told that you should never really debate over
Mm-hmm.
religion because people would literally fight for their belief.
Yeah.
If they believe something, they get angry, and because you don't feel that way. But how about we look at it sometimes like this? It's like a puzzle, like a big puzzle. God got a puzzle, and every relationship, religion comes together. It has its way of getting to what God. That's what we're trying to do. We're not
Yeah.
trying
Yeah.
to
Okay.
my relationship. I had someone, and I'm sorry I have to because this is my bag. My dad's a Muslim, and my real
Uh-huh.
father, biological father, is a Muslim, and I was raised, in a Baptist church, and I had noticed on a lot of my dad's posts on Facebook, it would degrade the Baptist women, literally show women with their skirts up sitting in front of the church and all those things like that. So, did I lose you? Oh, did I lose you? You went out. Your speakers connect.
Yeah. I
Okay.
went.
And little small things. And I was like thinking, I'm saying to myself, when did this happen? Because my mom, she would literally have us on skirts that was down to our practically down to our bay down to our calves and long skirts. And, that was not only
Yeah.
the our culture thing. It was more of the style back then. We didn't walk around with them, and of course people came as they are, and as they get transformed, their clothes change. But my dad used to, and I was sitting there thinking about this, and it used to really offend me because I'm not a Muslim. Even though you're my dad, you never got a chance. And my dad was in the church before. I know he was. So this is his bag, but he's now a Muslim. So I had to literally come to my dad and I said to him, I said, Daddy, why do you do that to me? I felt like Jesus a little bit. Why do you right? And he like, what? I'm like, you putting all this stuff on Facebook about Christians, and I don't get it. I said, I'm a Christian. I'm your daughter. I'm I'm a Christian. I was raised in the church. I didn't have the opportunity to really know the God of your understanding in the way you get there,
Mm-hmm.
but I was taught this way, and I don't do those things. Not only
Yeah.
am I a Christian, my dad, which is my stepdad, is the preacher, and we are PK kids.
Ooh,
So
girl,
why
so he
would
had
you
it.
do that? And he thought about it, and we got in, kind of understood it, and he never did it again. I felt good because now, we didn't argue, fuss, and fight about it, but it was just
Mm-hmm.
the difference of it. Now he understood, and see, people don't. That's what I love about what's in the bag. People don't understand things until you talk about it. You don't know
And see,
nothing
that's
about
right.
nobody's relationship, religion, whatever they're going through, whatever, until they communicate it with you. And then
Yes,
you get a
ma'am.
better understanding, and maybe that little small mind will come open a little bit and understand that it's more than one side to this coin. There's two sides to the coin, and there's an edge, and normally that edge is God. That's why it's so small, because you can't, half the time you don't even pay it no attention. You'll see the head and the tail, but do you see the size? No, normally you don't, because you don't. That's so small to pay attention. So I'm just saying, until you kind of get an understanding of a person and what their, the even politics,
Mm-hmm.
people, look, I don't get it. I'm just getting tired of it. I don't get it. People really
Come on,
like,
Kamala.
yeah, people, I'll just be honest with you. I'm just hoping for change. Let me say this.
Yeah.
I love the fact that she's a woman. I love the fact that she's Black. I love that. Well, this is part one of our topic, so I hate to jump, but we're
Mm-hmm.
going to talk about it. I love everything about it, but I just looking for change. I'm
Change.
tired
That
of
is it.
Trump, and I'm tired of the Bidens. It's getting old, and so are them. They're old. It's just getting old. And why
It's
do
time for
we?
someone to come in and unite.
Yes. Now, if there's
Unite
somebody
the
other
country.
than Kamala that can come in and fight for us and do some changes and help out and all of that good stuff, yeah, welcome you. Come on, let's do this. Change, man. I need change in the
Yeah.
atmosphere. I'm just so
That's why
tired.
I'm loving it. That's why I'm loving everything that she's saying, everything that she's doing, because everything that she's talking about is about change. It is about uniting. It is about bringing groups together, not just of African American descent, everybody together, from the middle class to the upper class to the lower. So I'm loving everything that I'm loving everything that I'm
Mhm,
hearing about it. So
mhm.
please get out and vote. And and
Yeah,
I
we
know
doing that.
network. Yeah,
Yes,
Net, she's big in registering people to vote
yes,
and everything. So
yes.
yeah,
My
so
sister be out there, boy.
yeah, she do.
Wait a
I
minute.
have to go ahead and give her a shout out
Give a
because
shout out to Burnett, but
ooh,
she be
yes,
out there,
ma'am.
baby.
Yes,
She
ma'am.
be
Yes,
asking people, you
ma'am.
got your, you voted, you got your, you vote, you registered to vote, and they be like, yeah,
Yep,
but did you change your address? Did you move within the last such and such?
that's
That's
right.
killing me, but I
I'm
love
gonna
to watch
I'm
her
gonna get a
work.
T-shirt. What it's gonna say? What's in the bag? Are you registered to
Are
vote?
you
That's
registered to vote? I got on my
yes.
What's in the Bag t-shirt. Hey. I thought it was time to, bring it out now, bring some love on the what's in the bag. We need to be getting these out. We're still
Yeah,
looking for a vendor. We're looking for
yeah.
vendors
Get
that
a
will
graphic artist.
graphics artists where they actually can make the shirts. I'm gonna tell y'all something. People don't want to work. Y'all think I'm lying. We out here literally. begging people to help us. Now we're not trying to go to the everybody like Shopify and this. They already established. See, we for the smaller people. We're for the people that's trying to establish themselves and getting up there. We literally need to know that you want this because we don't ask people to do our cups. We don't have people ask people to do our shirts. We don't ask people to help us with this and that and the other. And for some reason, they don't. They say, "Oh, we'll do it. Do one
Yeah.
or two, and then just stop." Like,
And
why?
let me say this, and not for free.
No.
We are reaching into our own pockets
Yes.
and paying and paying for this. So,
Yes. I mean,
we
I'm
need
not
somebody
gonna
to
lie.
take
I'm
it.
naked and not ashamed. Let me tell you something. My battery going out, and I don't know why. But let me
Is it
say this.
plugged up?
Yeah, it's plugged up. I'm ready to go find out why it's messed up. But let me say this. I'm out here Amazoning every day, twice, sometimes trying to make money up. I ain't gonna lie, naked not ashamed. Because and then it comes out of whatever we bring in. My best friend, she's over here. She working hard. These little things that we're doing it because we
Yeah.
believe in it. We trust in it. We trust
Yeah.
God because it's got a reason for this. And we know that what we're doing is doing it for the sake of God, not only him,
That's
but for
right.
others, for the people that is watching, which you're watching, you're getting an idea,
That's
you're
right.
understanding. I love it. So yeah, let me go check out why I'll be right. Talk to him, BFF, because I gotta go find out why my battery
Oh my
going.
goodness. So, like Marvina said, we love, 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 what we're doing. And it is a sacrifice because we give of our time. The main part for this is empowerment, giving a voice to the voiceless, as Marvina like to say, so that you can say, I can't get up as high as she can, whatever is on your mind. So there is never a topic that is ever off the table. We will, even if it makes us uncomfortable, we will still hold that discussion because everybody has a right to get off their chest what they're thinking or feeling. And then sometimes it's not even a thing where somebody needs to get something off their chest. Sometimes people just want to take and share their knowledge and their wisdom, what they have going on, to kind of let everybody know, what's out there. So like I said, that's that at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, and it does cost money. And I'm pretty sure you guys see that little thing down there at the bottom that says, "Buy me a cup of coffee." Buy me a cup of coffee. Buying us a cup of coffee helps us to continue to do what we are doing and what we love to do. Trust what I'm saying. It gives us the opportunity to do this. It helps to pay for the software that we're utilizing. When people want us to come out and visit them, when we get a chance to make public appearances and things of that nature, buying us a cup of coffee helps to do that. And if you ever get to a point where you say, you know what, I don't want to be on the air, but I do want to have a one-on-one. You want to have a two-on-one. Buy us a cup of coffee over a certain dollar amount, and guess what? We will have a private session with you. There's so many different ways in order
Yeah.
take and do this. So
And we even got it where you
yes.
can contribute every month. If you go into there, they actually show you where you could support us and every month
Mhm.
$5. I think it's the other one's $25. And then for a whole year is and that's you gotta be a really, really what's in the bag supporter, but that's $500. And that $500 will take us where we need to be on the road. We're ready. We
Yeah.
got the equipment to do it. It's just always where is the finances and things like
Yeah,
that.
and we have a lot of people that reach out to us wanting us to come. We've had a
Hmm.
couple of guests that's been on the show. Like, there's some people that want us to come out to Wisconsin. We
Hmm.
have I can't think of her name. It's on the tip of my tongue. Want us to come to
Yeah, we
Philly.
have to go to Philly. Yep. To Philly.
Yeah, so it's so we have quite a few things. We
Yeah.
have quite a few things that's going on, and we have an event coming up in November. that we're
Yes.
gearing up
Oh,
for. That
exactly. I'm so excited about
yeah,
that. Yeah, we're really
that's why we need that graphic artist.
looking for that graphic artist because we need some things made for that event. So anybody, please look us up. Just tell us, I know somebody can help out. You know anybody that knows somebody, you can ask somebody else if they know. People that's making t-shirts and things like that or knows, and please, we're looking for somebody reasonable because we got guests come on here every month twice. And
Mm-hmm.
it's nice to be able to give away because that's what we want to do. We want to be able to
Yeah.
give away things like the shirts and the mugs and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
We're ready to advertise it. So maybe if you don't think uh, this is a probable cause, you know, I'm telling you it is. If you feel that there's a reason, just help out, help the family out because that's who we are. We are fam, y'all. What's in the
That's
bag?
right. That's right. That's right. Ooh.
So, BFF, we was
Yes, ma'am.
talking about something the other day, and I thought would be a real good conversation because yesterday, no, day before yesterday, I got a phone
Sonya
call,
Massey.
and I just thought we were going to bring this one up because this one kind of a little dear to my heart because this is going on too much, where
Yeah.
people are being able to snuff people's lives out for no reason at all. And this was one, and I'll go ahead on and let you, Yvonne, go ahead on and talk about it because this is really go ahead, girly girl.
Yeah. So, I mean, we all know, we all woke up on July the 7th in shock. In shock. We all saw, I'm pretty sure, I can't think of anyone that has not seen the videos. We woke up and Sonya Massey, she called for help because she thought that there was a prowler, so, a burglar or something like that. And the police that came that is supposed to serve and protect came and terrorized and killed. He murdered her. He literally shot her in the face. Um, and when at what point in time does society get together and say enough is enough, and and we stand firm and we stand strong together and say we're not going to take anymore.
Hmm.
I just wonder about that. We hear about police. We hear about. I'm trying not to get choked up because every time when I saw the video, it literally took me there. At what point in time do we come together and say we're going to unite? I saw the young men marching. When I tell you that did my heart swole with pride. They marched, and I think it wound up being like over 300 young men that wound up marching. And then as they were marching down the streets, if some of the young men saw the signs, they started to get in line and walk with them, marched with them in solidarity. Um, some people said that he should, he has been arrested. He was immediate. So my hat is off to the police department in that they didn't wait. He was immediately arrested and brought up on charges. But I hope that it is a fair enough trial to where he gets the book thrown at him, that he gets the maximum sentence. Some people say that he should get the death penalty. I think that's just, for me, I just kind of feel like the death penalty is too easy. It's an easy way out. Some people say, "Oh no, not really," because you wind up sitting on death row for a long time. But yeah, and you at the expense of the taxpayers, and you wind up wasting the taxpayers' money because you go through these appeals. Oh, you get to appeal over and over and over again. And I think that her family has suffered enough. Her daughter was on the news a couple of days ago, and she was talking about the premonition that her mother had a week prior to her death. She said her mother called her and told her that she was going to die, that she had a feeling that she was going to die. She said the police was going to kill her. I don't know why she felt that, but that's what she said. Her son said the same thing. And to have to see her mother sit there and just break down, and her dad, it is, it's just ridiculous. Um, so my heart goes out, and I feel that with the election coming up, I feel that police brutality should be one of the number one topics across the board. I don't care who winds up in the White House, as it relates to the topic. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't want Trump back in there, but I'm just saying, regardless who comes into the White House, I think that should be the number one topic. There has to be a better screening process, when it comes to police officers. I know that there's a shortage, but just because there's a shortage does not mean that we accept anybody in anything. This man had moved around. He had been through 7 different police divisions in the span of like 4 or 5 years. That's a problem. Something is wrong there.
But they
If he's
say
bouncing from police,
they were
go ahead.
saying that they had no reason not to hire him. He didn't have a record. He bounced, but he didn't have any type of record to show that he couldn't work there. So
Mm,
I don't, and they also said that he got
mhm.
all the proper training and everything that a police officer got. All the police officers he got all the proper stuff that he individually he chose to do this, and of
Yeah,
course it reflects all the police officers, but it brings in the mindset of all the stuff that have been happening to us for so long, and how we
yeah,
see on the media. They called me up the other day and asked me, talking about some, this is such and such sheriff department. And I'm sitting there like, what the sheriff department calling me for? What they calling me? No, they gonna
yeah, yeah,
put something on there, and there was some man on there talking about, I need, for us to donate this and that and the other. And I don't know, I guess it just angered me because I thought of Sonya Masters. I thought about her, and I was like, y'all shooting people in the face. I ain't giving y'all no money. Click. I'm just so, it just, it, because it's going on so much, it,
yeah,
they taken, even though it might not be your police, but see, y'all all
yeah.
are, when I see police, I don't see black, white, or whatever color you are. I look at
Mm-mm.
the uniform,
I see
and
blue.
I see the uniform. So when I'm
Yeah,
looking at y'all all on the uniforms, because I know, just like any other place, we have our cliques, we have our forces. We won't talk
yeah,
about, we won't tell. The best thing they ever did was make those cameras on there. You
yes,
have to wear those, because the
yeah.
behavior, they didn't make the police wear cameras because of the behaviors of the
Of the
people.
of the yeah,
They made them because of the behaviors of the police officers too. So they need
hmm,
to know what happened from the beginning to the end. And
yeah,
what I didn't understand with this young man was, he might have thought his camera was off, but what did he think about with his partner's camera? You thought his partner's camera was off? You
yeah.
literally. So I guess for
And
me,
I thank God, like you said, for that camera, because what if that camera had been turned off? That story would have more than likely played out totally different. And it brings me to another. You and I, we spoke about this a few years back, and I know some people may say, "Oh Lord, here she go, transference of spirits." I believe in that. I believe in that. You said something that was powerful. You said that the police said that they had no reason. The other department said they had no reason not to hire him. I don't know if he has anything in his police record that but transference of spirits, because she said something. She said, "I rebuke you." She said, "I rebuke you," and he became angered because she said, "I rebuke you in the name of." Whew, that's all I can say.
And he pulled the punches because he decided, so you rebuke me. How do you
You rebuking
rebuke
me?
me? You know what I'm saying? So I get it. But I was thinking, I said, you said something that was profound to me, and I have to bring this up. You said she already knew. Do you ever believe that we know when we get close to that time that our spirit lets us know this is the way we're going to leave here? Because I was even thinking
Yeah,
I was thinking about that.
yeah.
You said it. She
I
told
believe that.
her.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I believe
What
that.
if she
You
was
know, when
one?
you just said that,
She was a
yeah,
messenger. Maybe she was just a messenger. What if she was the
maybe.
one
Mm-hmm.
that was sending the message, and now because of her being the messenger, she got shot. She got killed.
Yeah, yeah. When you so now we're not saying now we're stepping out of the natural
Right. Right.
and looking at this from the spiritual realm because,
Yeah.
like you said, you wonder if people know. You wonder if people know, because I've heard that so many times before. I've heard that so many times before, and I noticed something. Sometimes when people are getting ready to leave this world,
Trans. Mm-hmm.
behaviors start to change.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Behaviors start to change. Um, I look at Greg and how he wanted to spend more time with family and friends, and then
Mm-hmm. My mom.
yeah, I
I,
look at my
I
dad and
I can't even think about it, how they prepare, how they prepared themselves in the beginning and give us tell signs, and we don't get it until
yeah,
we was just me and my sister was just talking about that last night. I've been doing pretty good. And then when I speak to my siblings and my family, I just
yeah.
it's hard because I know they're where I'm at and where
The
yeah,
conversation becomes different.
it's different.
The conver
Meanwhile,
yeah, when you could, yeah, like you said with your mom, and I look at my dad, and I remember him saying, "Hey, this Christmas I want everybody to come home because I want to talk. I want to sit down and talk to all of you. I got some things in place I want to talk to everybody about. You know, different things along those lines. In their own way, they start to prepare you. So when I think about the Sonia Massey's daughter and her son and the things that they said, because the daughter said, I did not want to go over to my mother's house because of her saying these things. So I didn't go that night. She wanted me to come on over, but I didn't go. I stayed where I was at because I did. So basically, she didn't want to accept what her mother was telling her. And then it happened. She said she woke up and just the things that her mother said occurred. It
what if she
happened.
was one of those messengers that tried to run away from what because she knew. I mean, when that police walked in the door, she already kind of. Then when she rebuked them, what if she was one of the ones was that tried to?
Yeah.
She
She
did.
rebuked him. That's yeah. And
Rebuked.
that's why I say sometimes people got to step out of the natural and look at things in the spiritual realm. She went and picked up that pot of water and all of a sudden she rebuked him.
It was
She
food.
rebuked she my grandmother used to say this. She used to say that when the devil or the enemy when they know who you are and your power source, they will make themselves known to you. So we may not have seen it, but she saw it. She
Hmm.
saw it. So that's on a whole nother,
That's a hard. Yeah, they got me going right now.
that's
I
on a
know
whole
probably
nother
people like
level.
whatever, but let me tell you, that got me going because
Yeah.
that's a level that a lot of people cannot really comprehend because we're so into the
Yeah.
natural realm that we don't see the spiritual realm. Because my mom, she showed telltale signs throughout the whole. I she
Yeah.
months. Be honest with you, she made sure that she let all of us know that she loved us before she left here. That was one of the things she did. She called me that morning and I love you so much. That's her thing. That's and Christmas time. I ain't never seen my mom living room so packed with. She had gifts for all the grandkids, all the great grandkids, all the children, piles of stuff in there. It was like she was letting us know, leaving her. She did a lot of things that mommy never really she did, but this was like extra special for her. All the gates, we had parties and we did things and didn't realize the voice, the pictures, the everything. It was
Yeah.
like all that she did, she made us remember mommy. She put her footprint in this world, especially through her children. And
Yes, ma'am.
she knew, I knew, I knew, I knew. I was with her. I was sitting. I was not sit, stand inside of the kitchen and peep through her through the kitchen, and I could see it while I
You
was.
told me for about 2 months.
Yes, I could
Hmm.
see it and feel it. I would stand there and bust out crying. And this was before she even transitioned. This was months. I used to tell Yvonne, I was like, Yvonne, it's not long.
Yeah,
It's,
she did. She
she
sure did.
literally, I said, my mommy giving up. It's time. It's time.
Yeah.
Of course, it was hard to bring it to family and siblings. Everybody is not always there. Everybody's not there.
Yeah.
And I realized that I had to bite down on my tongue many times and just hold all of this because I knew
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't there. I could
Yeah.
get, I would be fought in tooth and nails if I said, no, she this, she that, needs and the other. And I'm telling them. And when
Yeah.
it came, it even though I felt it and seen it and knew it was coming, it was like something just stabbed me in my heart. And I
Yeah.
didn't realize. I thought I was preparing. I thought I was prepared. I thought God was preparing me. Well, no, no, no. I'm gonna be the one because mommy. I know all mommy. I've been with mommy. I seen. Yeah.
I
So you
don't think you. I don't think you could ever really truly prepare because, like now, I'm smiling. I feel my dad right now. So, but it's a happiness joy because y'all know normally I be up here crying
right.
but it's a happiness joy. Let me tell you the best way I can describe it. The feeling that I have right now is the feeling when I was a little girl and he would come home and I would run to him and jump in his arms and I could
Oh,
feel it. I could
oh,
feel it. And then I can, for his 60th birthday, we threw him a party and we all six of his girls
hallelujah.
danced with him at one time to
Yeah.
dance with my father. And that's that feeling that I have right now. That's that feeling that I have right now. And I haven't had this feeling in a very, very long time. Thank you so much, Daddy. I appreciate it. I haven't had this feeling in a very, very long time. But like Marvina said, her mom knew, my dad knew. We saw it. We just didn't want to accept it at that moment.
Right.
And it's something in the spiritual that shows them and welcomes them. That's my take
I
on it.
mean,
We're gonna have to have that conversation one
but
day.
we always were told we're not natural people. I mean, we're not natural people living a spiritual life. We are spiritual people living in a natural life. So, and when you
Come on now.
spiritual part of you, of course, it's going to tell you. Because one thing I know, a spirit cannot reside in a body that it can't be used. So we transition.
Mm.
If the body can't be used, I know, whether it looks like it. You should, the Sandra, she got shot in the face. Of course, her spirit's gonna go. She ain't got a face no more. Your heart is not. You have a heart attack. You can't use that body because the brain ain't right. You can't use that body. That spirit can't stay and dwell in that body. It can't. Yes. And my cousin just yes, 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 yes. And that's the thing. Not only she said we're in a spiritual warfare. Um, Here we go. I
Mm-hmm.
can't see it because I'm let me highlight it fast.
Yeah.
Okay, we are a spiritual warfare going on in people, beware of signs and wonders.
You better come
That's
on, Cindy. Yes, ma'am.
that's spiritual
Yes.
warfare. That's spiritual, all kinds of spiritual stuff. There's even spiritual
Yeah.
goodness going on. It's who you
Yeah.
tap, what you tapping into. You
And I'm
going the
and I'm
war
yeah.
is of the enemy, but what about the spiritual of good? That's God. So we got to
Yeah.
that's the fight we got to learn to fight with, and that's the I believe that's the spirit that we really deal with when you
Mm.
more than the
And
warfare.
people got to pay attention because, like you said, it's happening all around you. I'm gonna share this with you guys. I was at I was at the office the other day, standing in the parking lot leaving, and these heavy doors, the front doors are heavy, heavy glass. Um, and all of a sudden, the door starts to shake, literally like somebody's pushing the door from the inside, but there's nobody there. So my mouth falls open, and the people that I'm talking to, they turn to look where I'm looking, and we're all standing there in shock. And all of a sudden, the door pops open,
Mm.
and we all at the same time we said, "What the hell?" And then the door closes like somebody pushes, and it shakes and clicks back. Now I didn't stand there and discuss with everybody. I picked up my guy in my car and left.
That's my BFF. I know. You think you on color purpose? See that
I'm
guy
not.
on color purpose? He got his-
I'm not standing there to try and decipher it.
Right.
I'm prayed up. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you for allowing me to get into my car and go. I don't need to investigate all that. They called me up with my girl music and everything start playing.
Oh
I don't
well,
want to know what the song was.
exactly.
I don't want to know any of that. But
Mm-mm.
what I'm saying to you guys is things like this happen all the time, more than what you can imagine. Marvina and I were in Walmart one night. I'll never forget this. Never forget this. We shopping. We go down the aisle for bread, and we walking off. Then all of a sudden, shoo, the Lowe's bread start flying off the shelf. Ain't nobody out there. Did we go back that way? No. Because whatever it is, it need to stay up that way.
Yeah. Okay, pick 'em up. I ain't trying to figure out who, what, why, and how. And it, and
Yeah.
they was up there good. It wasn't like they
Yeah.
were up there falling over. They were up there good. We just passed by and
Good, yeah.
yeah, and all the bread
I've
fell.
had spirits in my house that Marvina recognized.
Mhm.
She saw them in her house
Oh yeah.
she recognized. She recognizes them quicker than I do. Her power of discernment is strong.
Yeah.
I mean, very very strong. I cannot make this up.
Yeah.
Very strong. She has a very very strong sense, power of discernment and dealing with spirits. I'm starting to see more and more of them as I've gotten older. I've heard them, but now I'm starting to see them more.
Even smell,
Um,
even smells now,
yeah, yeah,
determining what the smells is, sweet smells, even cigarette smells, just
oh,
out of the so it yeah, you don't a lot of people don't pay attention. They think, but these are things that you look at. Even sometimes if you walk in and you come in your room or something, you see coins on the floor. That's another discernment. Or orbs.
yeah, yeah. I
Another one.
remember we were filming that video for mommy for her birthday, and those orbs. I mean, it was a lot of them. Oh my goodness! I wish I could find the video. I wish I could
I
find.
can
It was
I
so
can
many
discern,
orbs
yeah,
flying
and
in
I
that
can
video.
spirits. I can even discern spirits and people. One bad part Marvina do not like to do. She don't like to really look people in their eyes, and that's not because everybody say to the soul, but I can tell when your spirit ain't right. I can tell.
Yeah.
I can discern when you in the right
Mhm.
spirit or the wrong spirit. And I'm not saying that makes you a bad or good person. It's just maybe at that time that's what you're carrying. It's
Yeah.
just what it is. So
See, for
that
you, it's looking in their eyes. Me, it's touching. Remember, I touched, and I said, "Ooh!" I jumped. I said, "Spirit not right.
I don't
Energy's not
necessarily gotta look in their eyes. I just don't like looking in their eyes because I can see it. I can
right."
be by you. I can watch how you act. It's a
Hmm.
thing that for me, and I think that all became because I was so quiet as a kid. Yeah, you didn't hardly hear from me, Marvina. I mean, even in school and stuff, I was I watched and paid attention more. And
Yeah.
it required something that I was going to do. People think I wasn't doing nothing, but I was doing something. I was learning quiet how to discern things more than what other people see or whatever the case may be. Um, and I ain't trying to. I'm not no. I'm not trying about some. I'm no. What you call them people out here trying to get people? No, I ain't trying.
Oh.
I'm not trying to talk to the
I know
gay.
what you're saying.
That's not me. I just me. You know what I'm saying? And I keep it to me because a lot of times people don't even see themselves. They just see what's all above what and who they are because they so focused on what they see on the outside and what's going on. They can't see that.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I'm watching you, even though you are, I'm watching you and I can see you. And I was telling my sister, my best friend, and my cousin, I said it's so funny, like it's like kids playing hide and go seek. We
Mm. Mm-hmm. Hello? Huh? Sometimes in talking about the things that we talk about and some of the things that occur, like Cindy said, it is a spiritual warfare. Um, Oh, look at the time. It is. We have a couple of minutes to go. Let me go ahead and take and tell you guys. Oh, first and foremost, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us. And as always, like I said, we have the button down there by where you could buy us a cup of coffee, and then you could join us Monday through Friday on What's in the Bag for Motivational Monday. Talk about it Tuesday, Wisdom Wednesday. Thursday, Thankful Thursday, and Friday. You can also join us on What's in the Bag 21. That no spaces. What's in the bag and the numerical 21 at the end, and that is for YouTube and Instagram and Twitch. And then we're also working on getting ourselves on TikTok. So yeah, so you guys will be able to take and do that. And then also our directory page, What's in the Bag. And it has changed. So when you guys look at What's in the Bag question mark on Facebook, that will have all of the events and the calendar of events and guests that's going that will be appearing on the show as well. So you guys will be able to go there, What's in the Bag, and the question mark. That's also on Facebook. And so before we end, as always, guys, it is a beautiful, beautiful day out there. Beautiful day. Get out there, and as always, stay blessed, be a blessing, and have a blessed day. We love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you guys again next week. Love you guys.